guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about those Money in the Bank cash-ins. We know that Seth Rollins and Naomi hold a contract to get a title opportunity whenever they feel is necessary, and I want to talk about who they should cash in on, how I think it should go down, and how long I personally think they should hold that briefcase. So let's get into it. Let's start off with Naomi. Naomi deserved that contract out of anybody, honestly, in my opinion. She has been killing this heel role. She's absolutely been killing it on promos and in the ring. Her feud with Jade has been fantastic, and I only want to see Naomi continue to go up from here. So she definitely deserved to be Miss Money in the Bank, and I could not be prouder that she actually won the briefcase. But the question is, where does Naomi go from here? We have seen her beef with Jade. We have seen a little tension with her and Bianca, but neither one of them hold the title. Now, on SmackDown, we have seen her a little bit in the background of Tiffy, who is currently the SmackDown champion. We've also seen her in the background of Zelina, who also holds a title. One that we have not seen her in the background of is really Io and Becky. So I think those two are kind of non-factors in the Naomi cash-in question mark. What I think should ultimately happen, we know that we have the Queen of the Ring tournament coming up. And we know that Miss Jade Cargill is in that match. And we also know that there is still bad blood between Jade and Naomi. So I personally think that Jade Cargill should win the Queen of the Ring tournament, should then go on to face Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam, and Naomi should cash in and win the title at SummerSlam. That is how I would book it, because number one, the Jade and Tiffy feud and match would be excellent, and it would be a great card for SummerSlam. And honestly, out of all of the people that are in the money or in the Queen of the Ring, Jade is the one that I want to see the most. We saw a lot of tag team Jade before she got hurt, and then when she came back, we did see her and Naomi's little feud and beef, and it was fantastic. And so I want more Jade. I want to see what she can do. I want to see what she's got, because I think she's going to be a superstar. And Tiffany's already a superstar. Let's be honest. She flew onto the main roster scene very fast, very quick, and did not slow down at all. And Miss Tiffy Time has been killing it ever since she won that title. But to be honest with you, she needs a strong opponent, and Jade would be that opponent. So I personally think that Jade versus Tiffy should be the SummerSlam match card, and then I think Naomi should cash in on Tiffy. But this is how I think it should happen, to be honest with you. I think Jade should win. I think Jade should win the match, defeat Tiffy, and then Naomi out of nowhere surprise her and take that belt away and get revenge for losing at WrestleMania. Because we all saw that Jade beat Naomi at WrestleMania and left her lying on the mat. And we know that that's not going to settle well with Naomi, especially with the character she's giving now. So how much would revenge be sweet if Jade held that title for all of 2 seconds just for Naomi to sneak up on her, attack her, and take it away? I think that's the perfect way to write the Naomi cash in. I think that's great for her. And I honestly think it's great for Jade and Tiffy. Let's be honest, losing a championship is never a great thing. You never want to lose that championship because you hold that gold and you want to keep it. But I think that is a good way for Tiffy to lose it, because it gives her places to go. It doesn't just end what she's got going on. She could then beef with Jade again or Naomi. She can also set herself up for another beef. So I personally think that Naomi cashing in on Jade at SummerSlam after she beats Tiffy for the title would be great booking and a great storyline, and we all know I love storylines. Now for Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins, I think this could go several different directions. Let's be honest. When he first won the briefcase, I obviously thought that he was going to challenge Jay. Then we saw Jay lose on Monday Night Raw to Gunther, and so now I'm like, is he going to be Gunther's next opponent? Or is he going to challenge John? Or is he going to challenge somebody that doesn't even hold the belt yet? For Seth, I could see him holding that briefcase for a while. I could see him probably holding it all the way till WrestleMania if he truly wanted to. He just started the faction with Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. So I feel like they're going to want to build that even more and continue the momentum with that and show how dominant they are. And I also think they want to keep people guessing on the Seth Rollins. We know he had the heist of the century with the briefcase before, so they're going to want to try to make this one even better. And I have a theory on how they could do that. And if I'm being honest with you, this could go, actually I have two theories. We're going to share both theories because number 1, I feel like what if CM Punk won the belt from John Cena at Night of Champions and then Seth Rollins cashed in and took that belt from CM Punk. We know Punk and Rollins don't like each other. Their feud is loud. We know that their hatred is loud. And we know that it's not over and it's not ever going to be over. These two are going to cost each other championship opportunities, matches for years and years and years to come. And to be honest with you, what better way to screw over somebody that you don't like than to take a title from them immediately after they won it? Now, with that being said, that would mean that Seth would have a very short briefcase hold, which honestly, in that situation, would make sense. He would not only take away the one thing Punk's been chasing since he got back at Survivor Series, but he would take it away like that. Punk would literally hold it and lose it all in the same night, kind of like we saw Drew McIntyre. But I don't know as if that long term makes sense. I love the Punk and the Rollins feud, but I don't know if that long term makes sense because then where does Cena go? Because we know that Cena still has several months. His last scheduled appearance is in December. So what would he do from June to December if he doesn't have that title? So I think the better way to book this would be for Seth to hold that briefcase for just a little bit longer. I want to see Cena continue to hold that title. I want to see him beat CM Punk at Night of Champions. As much as I want Punk to have a belt opportunity, I don't think that's the right time. So I want to see Cena beat him, continue his title run, and then he said over and over again that he is going to take the WWE title with him. He is going to leave with that title, and we all know that he is leaving in December in Boston, his hometown, and if he wins, he takes the title. So, with that being said, what if Seth Rollins cashes in on John Cena in December so that Cena cannot take that title? This would not only be a shock to everybody because it would be a current heel, Seth is a heel, doing a good guy's job. He's saving the company. He's saving the title. He's saving it for the fans. John can't take that from him. So I think that that would be a very good booking. I think that seeing Seth prevent John from taking that title away would be a good way to play this out. But honestly, Seth has a lot of options. He has a lot of storylines. He has a lot of connections with a lot of people. So this could go so many different directions. And I'm honestly probably most intrigued to see how his ends up. Because I honestly ultimately think that whatever happens with Naomi, she's going to take the title from Tiffy. Whether it be from Tiffy, from Jade, who wins it from Tiffy, whatever, it's going to be Tiffy's title. And I ultimately think that Naomi is going to have a successful cash in. But Seth Rollins, on the other hand, is way up in the air. He is kind of a mystery and he's kind of a force. And honestly, I don't know what his storyline's going to be, because he has so many connections. He has so many opportunities and so many storylines with people. And he also has a iconic cash in from before that was successful. So could that mean that this one's not going to be successful? Could WWE kind of play with that and say, okay, well, you had the heist of the century, so now we're going to make you have a failed cash in? They also had they kept saying over and over again that, when people cash in, most of the time it's successful. Most of the time it's successful. Most of the time they have a title. So what if they're playing in on that to show that Seth is not going to get a title? I honestly just think that overall, he has the most interesting storyline because you can't predict it. He has several opportunities, several enemies, several chances, and I think he's going to hold that briefcase for a while. And I think his story is going to be one, again, just like the one before when he cashed in, is going to be one that shocks people. And I think he's going to really leave a mark and show why he won that briefcase. And I'm excited to see it come. But either way, I think that they both definitely deserved winning Money in the Bank. I think that they both have great opportunities ahead of them. And whether their cash ins are successful or not, I definitely think that they're going to have strong storylines and they're going to pull us in for more. Now, what I will say is, out of the two of them, I think Naomi's has to be successful. I think she has to have a successful cash in because I think that her character and her story right now needs it. I don't necessarily think Seth Rollins needs it. He's Seth freaking Rollins, for Pete's sake. He is always in a title match. He's always in contention. He's always a superstar. He's always a favorite. I don't think he necessarily needs his cash in to be successful, but I do think Naomi does. Just because I don't think Naomi gets the respect she deserves. I think she is looked over. I think people underestimate her, and I think she is very underrated. So I think she needs that successful cash in and that title shot again, because she hasn't had a title run in so long. And we saw what she did as a tag title champion, so she can do even greater things as a solo champion. Plus, if Naomi's holding the title, that means we get Naomi and Bianca down the road because we know they got beef. So, out of the two of them, I definitely think Naomi's should be successful, but I ultimately think that both of these cash ins are going to be iconic when it happens. Let me know who you think both people should cash in on, how you think it should go, and what your thoughts are on both of the winners.